Very, very special guest, local favorite. You know him, you love him. Give it up for Kevin Rodriguez.
Keep it going for you hosts, everybody. Let's go. Hope you guys are doing all right on this Valentine's night. Couples here, all right? Ready to go home and get it on, right? You're like, get over it, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, man. I've been going out with a lady myself recently, and I am horny the whole time we go out on dates, which is not ideal for the kind of places we go out on dates to, you know. Like I'm at an ice cream shop, and there I am with a full-on boner. There's children running around. And then she's like, let's go for a walk. And I'm like, I cannot stand up right now. I'm pretty sure that'll be a felony if I do. Yeah. It's still pretty new. So like when we text, I get anxious about it, you know? And like the longer she takes to respond back, the more anxious I get about it. And I start overthinking, and I'm like, oh, she's losing interest, she's gonna ghost me. And it's only been a minute since I sent the text. And then I feel my phone vibrate, and I'm like, ooh, there she is. And I look at my phone, and it's my mother, and I'm like, fuck! Not the woman that I want right now, and I throw my phone against the wall. Fuck that phone. Yeah. That's how it is. When you're in the middle, like the overthinking just gets you. You know, you can't even think. Like I was talking to a friend recently. He was saying he was talking to a lady until 3 a.m, and I was like, oh man, good for you. That's what's up. That's prime time for you. And he was like, yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, you know, we're talking at 3 a.m, and there was like this sexual tension, but I'm not sure. And I'm like, bro, if me and you are talking at 3 a.m, there's gonna be some sexual tension. It doesn't matter who you're talking at 3 a.m. There's gonna be some sexual tension, yeah. Could be the guy at Taco Bell. You're like, yo, what are you doing after? Yeah, that's how it is. When you're in the middle of it, you know, you start thinking so much, and like, you know, you like nobody tells you about that. You know, everybody talks about like when you first start liking somebody, and like how beautiful it is, and like the flowers and the rainbows and the butterflies, but nobody tells you how like anxiety-inducing a variety can be to start caring about somebody new. Except for my roommate. I told him that I met somebody new and I was excited about her, and he was like, be careful. Yeah. He didn't get excited for me. He warned me. Like I was traveling to Ukraine or Haiti. Yeah. I don't know if you guys live with roommates, but I thought that I hated living with my parents, and then I started living with roommates. That shit is something else. Yeah. I lived with my parents, you know, until I was 22. And I recently went to visit my parents, and I wanted to get it over with. My parents, I don't know. We just, you know, we have a lot of differences. Like I'm an introvert, and they are Puerto Rican, and those are two kinds of people that don't go well together. You know, like they were asking me all sorts of questions, like very annoying questions, like how are you, how you've been, and I didn't like that, so I came up with a solution for it. I called ICE on them. Yeah, I was like, hey, I heard you guys are separating families. I need some help, please. Yeah, and now I'm living with a roommate, man, and that is not better. Cause same, man, you know, we're just different people. Like I'm Puerto Rican and he's white, and those are two different cultures with two different definitions of clean. You know, like I like my apartment to look nice and clean, you know, and welcoming to the ladies. And my roommate, he don't give a fuck about how the apartment looks, you know? Like sometimes he leaves town for like weeks And I'm like, this is the perfect time for me to clean the apartment and invite a lady over, and then I go out on a date with a lady and I invite her over. And she's like, I know what you're trying to do. And I'm like, I just want to show you the apartment. Like, I cleaned it and it looks nice and I'm really proud of myself. And she's like, sure. And then she comes over and I show her the apartment and I'm like, doesn't it look nice? And she's like, actually, yeah. And I'm like, you can leave now, thank you. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah, my roommate, he don't give a fuck about how the apartment looks. I don't know what it is, Don't really know what it is. Like, I was watching a documentary about Osama bin Laden, OBL, not in the streets. And they show his house. And they show the inside of his house. And it was cluttered and grimy and neglected. I thought it was my apartment. I was like, oh damn, my roommate was living with Osama. Fuck, I didn't know. Yeah. That's how it is. I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit about my roommate, Like, my roommate, he's the homie. He's a great guy sometimes. Like, he does this thing that is a good thing and a bad thing. And the good thing is that he takes off his shoes when he enters the apartment. And the bad thing is that he leaves his shoes right in front of the door. So when you open the door, you see a mountain of shoes that looks like the shoe exhibition at the Holocaust Museum. Yeah. This is nice. Very insightful. Yeah. It's just we're used to different people, Like, growing up, if I didn't clean after myself, I was gonna get my ass whooped. Like, if I ate and I left my food plate on the table, that food plate was gonna be used as a weapon against me. So I learned to clean after myself by physical abuse. That's the way Puerto Ricans do it, That's the way Bad Bunny was able to do the halftime show, getting his ass whooped. Yeah. You guys see the halftime show? Yeah. I'm proud of him, man. Coming from Puerto Rico, I'm glad that people are learning more about the island, But there's still people that don't know much about Puerto Rico. Like, I have the shape of the tattoo of the island of Puerto Rico on the back of my arm. And people look at it and they ask me, is that Tennessee? Which makes me believe that there's people out there that if they were to look at a map of the world and they see the island of Puerto Rico, they're gonna be like, why is Tennessee next to the Dominican Republic? Damn, I was gonna drive down there, but I can't now. This is in the middle of the Caribbean Sea. Yeah. It's interesting. I've been living here for some years, and when you move here from a different country, you start learning a lot about the people that live here. And one of the things that I learned about Americans was that they are afraid of immigrants for multiple reasons. But one of them is that we bring diseases from our countries, like Ebola, malaria, and many others. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? That is not true. That fear of diseases is not only here. Like, I remember when I moved here and went back to visit Puerto Rico for the first time, people were afraid of me because they thought I was bringing diabetes and depression. Yeah. And I was bringing depression. I got it. I assimilated easily. Oh, yeah. I got sad immediately. Yeah. I speak English as a second language. I don't know if you guys speak a second language. You guys look retarded, so I'm gonna say maybe not. When you speak a second language, you're not gonna know everything about that language, Like, there's always gonna be things that you're gonna learn, There's always gonna be a language barrier. Like, I didn't know that when you ask people, how are you here, and they say, living the dream, they're not really living the dream. Yeah, I didn't know that was a sarcastic phrase you guys use here to let people know that you hate your life. This whole time I believed it. I was like, no way the lady at 7-Eleven is living her dream. What? You should write a book. Yeah. Another thing that I learned was that black people use different words and phrases to make the language sound cooler. Yeah, I learned that in the most embarrassing way that I could. I held the door open for a black guy, and he was like, "Good looking, man." And I thought that he was hitting on me. I was like, "Hey, I'm not gay, but thank you." And he looked at me confused, and I was like, yeah, he was like, "Why are you letting me know that you're not gay, man?" And I was like, "There's something wrong here for sure." And I went on Urban Dictionary and I typed in "good looking," and it just means thank you. Yeah. Urban Dictionary, if you guys don't know, that is the Black People Dictionary. Merriam-Webster, that is the White People Dictionary. That is where you find words like flabbergasted. Urban Dictionary, you find hell no. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know if you guys speak a second language, but like when you first start learning a new language, it's embarrassing because you make mistakes. Inevitably, you're gonna make mistakes, but that's how you learn the new language, you know? And also, another way that you learn the new language is by listening to words and repeating the words. And then one day you hear a word, and you repeat it back, and everybody around you looks at you like you just pulled out your dick and showed it to everybody, and that is how you learn not to say the N-word. Yeah. I know some of you are looking at me like, that's fucked up, you're not supposed to say that. I didn't know that. I was new in town and I didn't know the rules. Yeah, when I moved here, it was back in 2014. And I don't know if you guys like rap music, but back in 2014, the rapper YG had this song called My N-Word. And if you heard that song before, you know it's pretty hard not to sing along to it. It is pretty hard not to sing along to it, yeah. I didn't know I was not allowed to sing along to it. I didn't know I was not allowed to have a good time. Yeah. It would have been nice if I had somebody waiting for me when I moved here outside of the airplane to give me a heads up, like, "Hey man, there's gonna be a word that sounds so cool, but you can't say." And I would have been like, "Good looking, man." And he would have been like, "Hey, thank you, I'm not gay, but that's nice." Guys, my name is Kevin Rodriguez. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Kevin Rodriguez.